Did you start right prior to the pandemic, or what's like the kind of timeline?
Yeah, we started well before the pandemic. The first line of code was written in January of 2019. So this was like a year and a few months before the pandemic hit.
Got
We
it.
launched around like 3-4 months before the pandemic, and of course, uh, one of the things that so we started off with the one-on-one mission, right, which is essentially connecting the human connection across cultures at scale. Um, we're going to make those individual connections and get these teachers to provide these lessons. But with pandemic, suddenly there was a huge surge, and so we had to actually adapt. Uh, Instead of doing one-on-one sessions, which we kind of very quickly, within the first week of pandemic, we were at 104%, and we were actually over 100% because some of the cancellations and all that, it was actually like we were completely tapped out. And so we started looking into, okay, what are we going to do in terms of like maintaining the supply and the demand balance, and the demand was just massive. So what we did was we kind of changed around. Instead of doing one-on-one only, we added group classes so that one teacher can teach multiple students. That really took off. That kind of like became very popular, and people were used to doing group classes. Then we kind of, so we started we started thinking about our business, not just one-on-one, but as a value ramp. So you can start with just a group class. You can do smaller group class in which you have a small list of small students and get very intimate experience with a small group. We introduced this concept called yoga with friends. Yoga with friends is where you can actually sign up. So Mike, you go in and you find your favorite teacher and you say, okay, I want to invite my friends and practice with them. So it's a private group session. Then we added workshops, etc., and for people who are looking to deep dive into certain things. For people, this is for a segment we call yoga nerds. These are guys who are looking to kind of really get deep into learning about yoga. So we have authentic teachers, really deep teachers, and providing those workshops to work on deepening their practice. And finally, the one-on-one. So building this value ramp that you can actually go from group to small group to yoga with friends, workshops, and one-on-one just allowed us to scale the supply and make sure that the market stayed liquid and functioning as we scale.